it's the Kyrie Irving effect. I mean, let's just talk about Kyrie back at TD Garden. What will that
Yeah.
look like to you?
Oh, it's gonna be crazy. The fans. There's no love lost there. I'm gonna tell you like this: there's no love lost there, and we got to get over this trying to spin the narrative. We got to
Right.
stop doing that. It's just a basketball game. A player coming in that was formerly on our team, the Celtics team, and we trying to win as well as he's trying to win. His
Right.
fan base will do the same to our players. We got to quit spinning it other ways. Stick to basketball. Keep it at basketball level, and and that's where you're supposed to leave it at. Because when he comes back, best believe, and I told my fans of C's Nation, as their president, as their judge, they can boo, they can do whatever they want. Just nothing, just don't run on the court, don't be
Right.
disrespectful in no other way. But normal fan stuff, you can do what you want because we want to create that environment. That's why we need a home court. That's why we got home court event. We want to create that environment.
Mm-hmm.
If we're not allowed to create that environment because we worried about what this person might say, what that person might say on this show, might judge us as really talking down to Kyrie. No, we just trying to win the game. I got it from C's Nation. They just said they just want to win, and they're gonna boo if they want to cheer. I don't think they're gonna do that. But if they want to do that too, they can. They got their right. That's their right to do it, not us to tell them what to do.
Judge, that's from a fan's perspective, and obviously, as you presiding over the media, from a media perspective, give us a player perspective too. What do you think Kyrie's sort of current relationship, or is there one, with the current Celtics players?
Yeah.
Obviously, some new faces there, but a lot of familiar faces from his time here. What do you think it is from a player standpoint? Take us behind that curtain.
Now, from a player standpoint, I'm telling you like this, man. I think they got much respect for him. I think they respect his game. I think they like the player too as well. He's just sometimes misunderstood. Sometimes that's what I believe they feel. But coming back, it's no animosity. It's not going to be no animosity. Nobody going to want to hard foul him like that. It's nothing of that nature. But they do have much respect for Kyrie, and as they should. Kyrie is one of the great players of this league, and he deserves respect. But when you're coming in here, you're coming into the jungle. The jungle is no love lost for any player. Mm-hmm. So when you come in here, expect bad intentions. That's all from our fans and from our players too as well. We just not out there trying to hurt nobody. We out there trying to play right. And from a player standpoint, man, you always want to see a former player come back in because you want to get a chance to beat him.
Adam, I want to get you involved in this question as well because I was not here in market for the 2008 championship, and obviously you were. And Leon, I want you to lead here, obviously, but how does this current Celtics team compare to that championship team, or does it at all? Do you see any similarities? No one would know more than you. And then, Adam, I also want to get your take on this as well. Does the current team compare at all, or are they two completely different animals?
We was built a little different than they built. They built to spread the court, switch everything, things like that. We could do that a little bit, but our stuff was more so on defense. We wanted to lock down on defense. We wanted to be tough and physical and take away certain stuff that you're trying to do. But this team right here got a lot of switchable parts and everything, and so they got a lot of like-sized players, which is good. But the 2018 was just built to lock down defensively, and then we shot some threes. We had Ray Allen, we had E-House, Powe. They shot some threes. I would have shot them too if Doc Rivers would have let me, but he told me not to. So I stuck to my game. And but this team is it's some similarities, but it's not a lot of similarities.
All right, from a fan's perspective, Leon, my goodness, it was unbelievable, right? Because of all of the years of not making the postseason. Obviously, when Paul got here, things changed a little bit. He and Antoine were getting it done, making it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, making the postseason. But then you had that lull, those tough years. You had Paul's injury, of course, right, which was devastating. And then the summer of 2007 comes along and you're thinking, okay, the Celtics are going to finally exercise those Tim Duncan draft lottery demons and we're going to get either Kevin Durant or Greg Oden in the draft. That didn't happen. We fall to 5. And you're wondering, okay, where does the team go from here? And then they're able to pull off the trade and bring Ray to town. And then that incentivized Kevin Garnett and said, whoa, they're putting something together here. They pull off the deal with the Timberwolves. Thank you, Kevin McHale, very much for that. Appreciate it. And you got the new big 3 formed, and you're thinking, wow, look at the star power that Boston has. And so you're really excited, but you got question marks, right? Because neither of those 3 guys had won before. And so people were asking, can they coexist and can they finally win? And then seeing it come together, and again, from your perspective, Leon, being on that team, with all that star power, guys had to take a step back, right? They couldn't, KG couldn't be putting up the 25 points per game that he did in the past, or Ray couldn't be, the man, right? These guys were the man where they were, but they all had to take a little step back, including Paul, and they were able to do that. So why was it able to work from your perspective?
It was first of all, we lost a lot of games the year before. It was tough. And give y'all a little inside information. Danny came down and said, I'm not firing anybody. I'm not getting rid of the coach. We're not starting all over again, but I will fix this. And then he stormed out. And every player knew what that meant. It was like, somebody's leaving, and he's going to get some more players in here that he feel that can get the job done. So we got to step our game up this summer, work out hard as we can. And when we came back, we had all those players together. We had a Ray Allen. We had a KG. We lost out in the draft, but he made up for it. And then while I was able to work, we had something called Mbutu. I can't be all I can be without the next person being all he or she could be. And that means you need to rely on your teammates. Take a step back a little bit. Maybe you're not going to score as much as you used to, but you're going to win more. And it's going to be great. And it's going to be a great feeling because nobody ever won a championship on that team. And so, especially out of the big 3, I mean. And so when you have guys like that, that's selfless and then can get the job done too as well. But then you take somebody like KG. He got all this money. He got everything, right? And our first practice, when I seen him practice, he was in a full sweat. He was running up and down the court. And he was doing everything, talking. He's talking to himself too, talking to himself. And we young guys and everybody looking at him like, "Wow, what is this?" And we wondering like, "How is he? This is KG. He don't have to do all this." And he turned around and looked at us. He said, "Y'all late. If I'm in here doing this, y'all should be early.
Wow,
y'all should be earlier than me."
That's awesome.
And I was like, so if I'm on time, I'm late with him. Oh, I get it now. He said we got to put in extra work, and if he beat us here, he got everything. And then what we doing? We got to look ourselves in the mirror, and so everybody follows suit, including Paul Pierce too, because he told Paul he wanted me in early.
Yeah, man. Leon, I was thinking about, as you were talking about 2008 team and the run of the postseason, right? So you guys win 66 games in the regular season. Yeah. You get the Hawks in the first round. Everybody thinks you're going to steamroll them. It goes 7. Then the next round against LeBron goes 7. Then you got 6 with Detroit, and you got 6 with the Lakers. Let's go back to the first round series. How surprised were you that the Hawks were putting up that kind of fight?
Yeah, I was very surprised. Our whole team was surprised, put it like that. When we used to go up there and play, we used to beat them. But it wasn't no fans there like that. It wasn't like no togetherness there. It didn't feel like they had a sense of like a home base. But when we returned there during the playoff, we beat them just by like 30 points the last game and the game after that at our house in the playoff. Like 2 games, we up 2-0. We like, oh, we're going to come down here. We're gonna get our little party on. We're gonna chill out, and then we're gonna go out to eat, and then we're gonna run through their city, chill out. But then game time came, and we ran out to take the court. We doing our thing. Ran out, and everybody just stopped, including me. I haven't seen nothing like this. I was like, what the heck is going on here? We seen Floyd Mayweather, everybody out there with the towels, the white towels, waving it around, talking crazy to us. They was ready for a fight. We came in there, wasn't ready for a fight. We was ready for them to lay down and just give us the game. So when we realized, by the time we realized we was in the fight, it's too late. They already up 10, 8 points on us, and we couldn't never get over that hump to get back in front each and every time we went down there. And so that's what it taught us a real good lesson, though. It taught us a real good lesson.